Former President Nelson Mandela once said that education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to change the world. In the 20 years since his inauguration, 4 education ministers have attempted to do just that. In addition to developing an integrated national curricula, they've also had to address the legacy problems of apartheid-era education.
We have a number now of over 700,000 learners that are coming through the system, particularly at early childhood development. We have just under 12 million learners in the system, and 9 million of them are benefiting from the National School Nutrition Program, which is also assisting us to retain learners in the schooling system.
2013 school leaving results were the best on record. But despite this, many challenges remain. Textbook delivery, school safety, and achievement levels in literacy and mathematics are ongoing concerns. But critics say the biggest problem is still the inequality within the system.
We have about 25% of South African schools that are well-resourced, that are well-functioning, but which are also fee-charging. And you have the rest of the schools, 75% of schools in townships and poor rural areas, attended predominantly by poor and working-class black children. And those schools we know are under-resourced, we know that they are overcrowded, and we know that the outcomes of those schools in terms of the very high number of dropouts, the poor matric pass rates, etc.
The growing number of pupils entering the school system annually has also highlighted massive infrastructure backlogs. More schools had to be built in Gauteng to accommodate the children of migrant workers who have now relocated to the country's economic hub. But the problem is bigger in the rural Eastern Cape, where many pupils are still educated in makeshift mud schools.
We have set aside about 8 billion to just fix that situation. We're building new schools. I think we're at about 55 new schools now that have replaced mud schools.
South Africa's school curricula has undergone massive reconstruction in the past 20 years. But statistics show that this too has negatively impacted learning outcomes.
In a lot of our schools, there's very, very poor curriculum coverage. Okay, so students are not getting through the whole curriculum, and they're being tested in exams on work that they've never even done at school. And that is an issue of obviously of teaching, but it's also an issue of management and ensuring that districts, that principals are able to play their role sufficiently.
The education system will always undergo changes according to world trends and to correct shortcomings. But the results of these developments are usually measured in the long term. Narissa Subramani, Johannesburg.
You deserve to know more.
eNCA.com